Hey, my brand new treehouse design book, it's out now. Check it out in the description below.
Here she is. Some of it near roads, some of it pretty darn isolated. And we're going in. All right, check out how beautiful this is. August. We're in Maine, kind of south central Maine. This is an old sawmill stream. Upstream, there's an abandoned sawmill. Near a road, near a very old house. Bend in the river, close to that house. We've been here a couple times already, found a ton of stuff. And I'm back just to scour it some more, because all the other times I didn't bring my camera with me because I was busy being underwater snorkeling. So we're gonna do some surface or some stream walking today and see what we missed. Head downstream first. The initial bottle we found was around this bend, and it was a tooled top, mid to late 1800s. And a heck of a bottle, and that was the impetus to keep walking and looking some more. The water in the week we've been here, in the 3 visits, has kind of gone down a little, it seems. It's been very dry up here in Maine. A lot of these sandbars, which are fairly rocky, which limits your chance of finding surviving bottles because they get bashed up against these rocks. But we did find quite a few keepers, and that's, again, why I'm back. It's these calm, shallow pools that I really want to scour because you just never know. And they're silty, so you have to look closely because sometimes there'll be a bottle hiding, much like the Warner's safe I found further up the creek. There'll be a bottle hiding out, just peeking out a tiny bit. Later, I'm going to go in here with my snorkel mask. These deeper sections, I can't really stand there and see. I mean, all common sense stuff for those of you who've stream walked before. Everything here, because of the sawmill, upriver, everything's kind of deceiving. A lot of square pieces of wood, which keep fooling me. So in here, I want to go in this tangle later. I don't have my underwater camera. I apologize, so we won't be getting footage of that. Next time, I am certainly bringing it. So I'm going to head down a little ways, and once the silt clears, I'm going to head upstream so all the disturbed silt flows behind me. Here's something. Was it green glass? Is it uranium glass? It's broken, so I'm not going to bring it home to check. Any of the stuff we find, if it's modern garbage, I try to bag it out. Sometimes this I just throw away in the brambles over here so I won't find it again, and so the other people that come here aren't given too many clues of hope, I call them, because I'd like to come back here and not have this stream be tapped. As you can see here, these are old mill remnants and slabs, the first cut choking up the stream. As you head around the bend where we first started the other day, this kind of stuff really clogs and blocks the river, and basically the entire bottom of this creek stream, it's all chips of tree bark. So that makes things tougher from this point down. So this might be my turnaround point. But when you're swimming underwater, it's a very cool vantage, almost like going through an underwater lumber yard. Right here, this is from us a couple days ago. Just like the other piece I just found. We left it here in the stump and I walked right by it, didn't notice it. 700% chances this is just the butt end of a bottle and broken. Yep, but you gotta check. So off into the woods you go. Blue river glass. Not worn down so much. It's broken, but it was something tiny and very old. We kept finding these bluish green insulators here, but they're all broken. Not one single whole one yet. I think there's too many rocks here. But like I said, in a few of the calmer areas, we have been finding some great stuff. A few commons I left upstream on a log, which I want to retrieve so as not to leave clues. But just look at how incredibly clear this creek is. It's beautiful. Again, underwater, twice as beautiful, but I just can't show you that right now. Sorry. I have failed you all. But you can listen to the relaxing and hypnotizing sounds of splashing water in the meantime. What is this plant? I keep seeing these upriver. It's like bright red. What are those? Looks like something from Mars. We have walked this stream like 6 times now, up and down. It's amazing how many things you pass right by. And that's crap, but still, there's pieces. Again, I try to clear the stream of, throw them in the woods, and I keep finding stuff. So there's stuff out here we're missing. Just beautiful here. I keep saying that. What a idyllic, picturesque setting. Just look at the clarity here. Probably a piece of bark, but I gotta check. Yep. Now up here, I can see the bottles I left behind. Right in the log there. We thought we'd come back this way, but didn't, because we ventured pretty far. We just left them there. They're common, so it's nothing to write home about. But I kind of feel if you leave stuff like that out too overtly, it clues in other people like, oh, there's stuff here. And they scour the area. Bark. Lots of dish pieces when we reach this point. And right through there is an old house with a stone foundation. A bend in the road, and everything's really close and convenient. The stream, where they would have chucked their dishes and broken stuff long ago. This one's not rare, but was a bit of a heartbreaker. The kissed soda bottle. Look at the cast on that, the mold, pretty cool. Baker's extract, very common. I still tend to stuff them in my pocket and take them because they were, you know, it was the very first bottle my daughter actually found and got me hooked in collecting. Probably a Castoria or whatever. Yeah, Castoria. Let's see where the seam line goes, if any. Some of these out here are pretty old. Some of the ones we found were 1860 or so when we looked them up. Here's the seam line. When they get, yeah. Is it a tooled top? I mean, the seam line disappears. Can you see that right at the mouth of the bottle, the top there? What is this? Big, oh, might be the anchor. See this iron loop here? And I noticed right here, probably some modern slick. Please be something awesome. It is not. Probably was an ACL, some kind of soda bottle, something fairly common, but I did not see that before, and I've been by here so many times, so it gives me hope. I'm not keeping that one. I'm going to head back in a second and get my snorkel gear, which means you're not going to see much going on in the water. I'll report to you. Right over there, fishing rod. I'm not going to grab it, or maybe I'll pull it out later if I have enough hand space, as I like to call it. Here's some glass. Oh, please be whole. See that? Please be. It's an ACL. You can see the remnants of something, some paint that was on there. But it's a whole bottle. All right, here are some of the bottles we found so far at this stream. Some pretty decent stuff, some modern stuff, some really old stuff. Seam line disappears near the neck. Applied lip. California fig, pretty common, San Francisco. Portland, Maine bottle. We are in Maine. Very old Carter's ink. That seam line disappears up there. My nephew found that one. A lot of commons. This one's busted, would have been amazing. Anodyne, American Anodyne. Johnson's. Ointment. Couple of these. Lightning canning jars. Reverend Hills. Vegetable Remedy. And like I said, a bunch of common stuff. This one was buried in rocks and somehow survived. It's from Boston. H.W. Hugh Cully Company. 134 Canal Street in Boston. I found a Warner safe. That was a bucket list bottle for me. I don't have it in film. I was very, very excited. This, just for the copper of it, gonna crush and bring home and turn in. And a bunch of other cool stuff. And we're gonna go back to that site to kind of do a cleanup walkthrough just to see if we miss anything. All right, nothing amazing. Lots of broken pieces. dishes, stuff like that. You saw some of the other things we found previously. I wish I got that all on camera live, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. You have to live in the moment. But again, thanks for joining us. Please subscribe. That really helps. It gives me kind of inspiration to post more videos when people leave comments, subscribe, and all that. So I thank you if you do take the time to do that. And we'll see you later. Happy hunting.